rocking with us. Twitch.tv/pros_Calamity. NEC is finally here, man.
It's finally here.
Honestly, the excitement, it's been palpable. It's been going on throughout the room, and people, we were getting hyped for Pokken. We were all,
Pokken players going nuts.
No, I mean, the Smash players were going nuts for Pokken, so hopefully they return the favor. And I know that this crowd here at King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, they're ready to go. And speaking of ready to go, I mean, this is winners final. We are jumping right into it. This is top 4 for doubles in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, doubles Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Brand new game, fresh off the market, or on the market.
Off the market and onto your table.
That's right. We're seeing a lot of fun, new, like, week 1, month 1 strategies coming out from a lot of players. A lot of players who, like, we're used to seeing like, play, like, maybe completely different characters in Smash 4, Smash 4 Wii U. And we're seeing, you know, lots of new different character choices, lots of new different strategies coming out in this new game, and it's really, really fun to see.
Yeah, and we're also seeing people just drop stocks super fast. Juice, very uncharacteristic of him playing that Corrin as loses the first stock in this matchup. Usually the guy that plays stock tank for his team, and just like that, it's Beast getting swatted out of the air by that Splade of Lucina. And it's Corona17 and Luck looking to dethrone perhaps the best team in the state of Pennsylvania.
At the moment, maybe at the moment. And they're doing a really good job of it too. You're seeing. I want to say I'm not even gonna guess which one's which, because the in-game tags are not helping me out here with the G and the Q. But whichever one of them is playing Snake is he lived his first stock to about 150%. That's a really good value for your first stock as Snake. And Lucina, like, holding onto her first stock now at 115 in this game, it's a very good place to be.
I would wager that the Lucina is Marth. Not Marth. Well, I mean, it is Marth, more or less. But I would wager that it's Luck, quite frankly.
Slip. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you never know.
You never know,
yeah.
No tippers here. Sorry about that.
Right.
And frankly, getting no tips from the tags in game. So you're quite right about that.
No kidding.
Oh, forward air into the stage. Again, can't really tech those in Ultimate. So one of the new things that we are learning, but those kills off the top looking to be a thing, or at least Beast was looking for it.
Yeah.
121% built up with both of his with 2 stocks left. And now is once again, getting a lot of value out of those stocks, as mentioned prior.
Yeah.
And Corona doing his darndest to not get killed by that back throw. But he's a pretty good evasion in the air, all things considered, before losing that stock in neutral.
And you just saw Juice get a kill with the side B, like, pin into the kick.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that Corrin is a character that can occasionally, I think, struggle to get kills, and especially in this game where there are characters out there like Snake who, like, has insane kill power on so many of his moves. It can be tough for, like, especially in singles. Like, this is doubles, so maybe Corrin's viability is different here, but it can be tough to, like, just get stocks on the board.
No, you're not. You're certainly not wrong about that. And as we're at the last stock situation,
oh my God, that was almost a double kill.
Very close, and a rough game for that Lucina is going to be that Snake.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Juice and Beast have really brought this game back. Like, they were having a little more trouble at the beginning of the game, but it's looking like they're in control now with 2 players on the board. Like, Snake is at the lowest damage, but 2 players versus 1 is always the most valuable thing.
Yeah, and that can always change. Yeah, it's 2 against 1, but they're approaching.
Oh, I love the Nair catching the grenade.
They're approaching as individuals. Oh, the bomb!
That's one off the board.
The C4 planted in the middle of the stage comes through for Q.
All of a sudden, this is a 1v1 game, and this is terrifying for Mario, trying to go through this projectile wall of Snake.
Yeah, I mean, like, why not just try to navigate the DMV while you're at it?
Yeah, no kidding. And he's a master of CQC while he's at it.
Or the DMZ for that matter, although the DMV, very scary for some people. Maybe not quite as much C4 in your average, on your way to get a driver's license.
Depends if some people would have their way.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Yeah.
We are in Pennsylvania.
DMV does things to people, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yep.
You're not wrong. But either way, it's Beast and Juice. They are looking to cruise their way into a 2-0 victory and looking
That is correct.
They are fully in the driver's seat on their way to grand finals here, but certainly Luck and Corona, it's not like they were looking completely out of it.
No, and they definitely had control in the beginning of that game, and it was, it's definitely a story of how Juice and Beast were able to adapt in that game too, or game 1, I guess. TOO, game 2.
And here we are for game number 2. Yeah, they want that run back. I think they knew exactly what their win conditions are, and it was clarified. Definitely made a lot more evident in game number 1.
Yeah.
But unfortunately just did not come through. So what do you think needs to change in game number 2 for Luck and Corona?
What you're seeing right now, that's what they want. They want stage control on both sides.
Yeah, fair enough. And also the sort of divide and conquer tactics, very Machiavellian, but also very effective.
Yes, and like Snake in particular as a character, like we saw this in Brawl, we saw this in Redacted, but Snake is a character who, like, if you give him 5 seconds when you're and this is like, it doesn't have to be on a star KO or anything. Even if he sends you off stage and you're a floating
oh, the shield break! Oh my, and the double kill coming out. Catch yourself a few bodies, looking Corona.
Yeah, and but the runoff pin, that's Juice getting another kill.
And that Snake is sitting at 98%. It's not not the easiest character in the world to gimp per se.
No. I would say that none of these characters really are if they keep their jump.
Well, I mean, that's a big if, considering the hectic nature of doubles. You could be a lot more prone to make those mistakes like that, especially in the air. Looking for that pin once again, but well evaded.
And in a fresh metagame, like the doubles meta is going to look a lot more like a Fiesta. Yeah,
there you go. And that Lucina battering Mario around like a piñata. I mean, someone put a blindfold on that woman.
No. I mean, all right. I'm not going to say anything about Lucina players.
We're just going to leave that to the imagination, folks. That's Clam Hat.
Shouts out to Blind Wizard, though.
Fair enough.
Making it happen with Corin.
Tweet your hatred at ClamHat_.
I will not read it.
Okay, yeah, no, he certainly does it. He has not gotten back to me. And Beast against that Snake. Looking for that combination.
Great DI in. Saved his life.
He certainly did, and it allows him to get onto the stage at the very least, or at least get slammed into the stage. Certainly the most thankful that he'll ever be to have that happen to him.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, it's not nice to get hit in the face, but at least if you don't fall to your death, that's a nice thing.
Yeah,
okay, and
not wrong.
you're seeing Corona there, I think, showcase Snake's C4 recovery, where if he doesn't have enough disses to make it back, he'll just drop the C4 on himself and use it to get back, like to get closer to the stage and take some damage in the process. But now all of a sudden, this is a 2v1, like all clean stocks on the board, but this is Juice having to take out a Lucina and a Snake at the same time.
You could say, I mean, two sides of the same coin, granted, but you could say it's also Luck and Corona having to take out the Philadelphia #1.
Yeah.
And playing a character with which he is very familiar.
Oh, yeah, and that's like, we're seeing a lot.
Oh,
okay.
Off stage.
That missile's so scary. Oh, my God.
Yup, and hones in right onto the Philadelphia #1. Snake and Lucina proving to be an effective combination. And there you go. They got that run back, and they certainly ran with it. And now all of a sudden, pump the brakes, homie.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a game 3.
And I'm like, we're seeing this all without any character switches. This is all just adaptation from the players themselves.
All right. Well, luckily, a little bit of a room for error. This is a best-of-5 set.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's the end of the world if you lose this. Very different from our weeklies, which we have in Hatboro every week. Twitch.tv/Clash Tournaments.
Oh, where can you find that?
Twitch.tv/Clash Tournaments.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're quite welcome, Clam Hat. Final destination for game number 3, and again, not going to be the final destination here, at least not for the time being. But definitely,
those mortars are so oppressive.
But you got to think this stage was picked for a reason, and you could definitely see why. With the comboing ability of Mario, and definitely the, let's call it unique neutral game of Corrin.
Yeah, definitely. And, like, I mean, both of these teams have a character with a sword, and characters with swords like FD, because a lot of them have up airs that, like, cover a lot of space above them and create juggle situations. You see it a lot with Cloud, you see it a lot with Marth and Lucina, you see it a lot with Corrin as well.
That's true. That up air is just basically a fly swatter.
Yeah, and FD in this game, like the stage itself is not as wide as it used to be, and so like there are fewer places to hide on FD in this. It seems in this game.
Yeah, true. A bit shortened up, but pretty familiar in terms of blast zone. It's still a relatively large area. That you got to cover. Not as big on the top as evidenced there.
And there you see, like,
gets taken out off
Corona
top.
got to 163 and, like, just couldn't. There was nowhere to hide from that huge sword that Corrin has.
Yeah, no, those chainsaw-like teeth just digging in. And, taking a bite out of that first stock of Coronas and sitting at 56% already.
Turning the Yato blade into the Yito blade.
I like it, sort of.
See, I make a lot of Fire Emblem references, not because I played a lot of Fire Emblem games, just because I'm like a wiki addict.
You can say you're a weeb. It's okay.
No, okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue with this. I'm not going to argue when there's action going on the screen, but I will argue with you later.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Rest assured.
I apologize for that call out, my friend. No, I don't. Either way. Got establishing, once again, and Juice, when you think you have him in disadvantage, he does not stay there for very long. That's about when he likes to coil up and strike.
I mean, he wasn't in there for very long. He got hit once and then he died, but...
No, that's true.
Yeah, but Red Team, Beast and Juice ahead now, about one full stock, maybe a stock and a half. They're going to be looking to clean up Lucina's stock as soon as they can, not just because she's at a higher percent, but also because she dies so much earlier.
Might as well do it and give yourself that full 2-on-1 situation, which again proved to be advantageous. And although that snake definitely did give them quite a bit of a time.
It gave them a scare for sure. And I think it was probably scarier, not from a player standpoint, but just from a character standpoint. You probably want to have Lucina fighting Snake in that scenario. Oh wow, he teched the pin into the stage, but he's still got gimped. So now it's a Lucina at 133 that has to take out 6 stocks.
Oh, does not get the tech.
There's one.
To borrow the stock.
If Luck can take out Beast stock here, because he's already at 121. And he still has a chance with that DI.
Beautiful DI. Again, Luck, one of the more fundamentally sound players that Philadelphia has to offer.
For sure. Okay, but now we're seeing throws, and grabs are just going to start killing more and more now. But that up air is just going to take care of it. Not going to give him a chance.
Yeah, who needs grabs when you got a sword, my friend? That is one thing
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Either way, it's dig in with that, what is it, Yato sword?
Yeah, I mean, okay, a lot of my Fire Emblem knowledge also came from Fire Emblem Heroes, which I played for about 9 months.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, and that's, you know what, that's a popular game. I think it was the most downloaded Nintendo mobile game, I think it was. I'm coming up with it.
I would believe it.
I'm coming up with your arguments for you since you're actually a weeb, but regardless of that.
See, I'm going to take the higher road while we're on camera, but later on.
Oh, no, he goes below the belt. He goes below the belt, man, believe me.
Oh, I've been watching too much Incineroar gameplay.
Game number 4, Clam Hat the heel coming out, man. Holy smokes. He does not wear a white hat.
Everyone thinks I'm nice until it's too late.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way for sure. Either way, game number 4. Nobody thinking that Luck and Corona are going to be nice about this.
We have seen a character switch from Corona going from Snake onto the Ike now.
Yeah, and that is an interesting dynamic that's being created here, and it's definitely going to have to be careful with that linear movement. But at the same time, it's not like Ike doesn't bring some unique advantages to the doubles game.
Right, right. Like we saw SSB Matt, now Brooke, was a longtime stalwart of the Philadelphia doubles scene with Ike. And Ike was a character in Smash 4 that was like definitely thought to be a much better in doubles just because you can compensate for his weaknesses so much better. And
the recovery, namely,
yeah, the recovery and just like his one, like it's easier to get his moves out because like you have another teammate to focus on, and once they're out, they're active and they hit so hard. You just saw it right there.
See that combination?
Incredible,
beautiful teamwork from Corona and Luck to take out Beast, and I'm sure that Beast not really having much of it in terms of the appreciation aspect, but
he can appreciate it later.
Oh, for sure. Hey, you know what? Real recognizes real, man.
Yeah.
Beast is a real one. But that back throw going to take, that Ike off of the stage. He gets back on, and as you mentioned, does get back. It was a pretty vertical recovery, but only now does he lose that first stock. Yeah,
and like Ike has a lot of the same properties as Snake in that he's going to tank stocks if he doesn't get gimped.
That was a brutal stock. I mean, with terminal velocity getting spiked.
And as good as this game started for Corona and Luck, now it's like it's even stocks at the moment. So as long as Beast and Juice can hold on to these stocks, they can make this game much more even, or if not more.
Yeah, hanging on for dear life to that second stock. They want that 3-1 victory. They do not want a Game 5 situation. I mean,
but Beast down to his final stock. Corona and Luck trying to force Game 5 here.
Oh, looking for that tipper pin. Maybe getting a little impatient is Juice here.
Right. Oh, just he swung the wrong way with the up B.
And tags his own partner with
my God, the big meaty up smash. Into the big meaty forward smash. Now this is now a 1v2. If Beast can take out the Lucina at 118, this is a much more even game.
Yeah, you would have to think, but right now you got to get through that Ike.
Yeah, he's just using himself as a meat shield. He's not even letting him get to the Lucina. This is really nice strategy.
Yeah, and that is a big beefy ball that you're gonna have to get through.
Coverage
and catching
the hitboxes,
catching all of that up
gracious.
Was Luck and Corona. Leave Luck to heaven indeed. That was pure skill and pure. I mean, honestly, that was beautifully read.
Corona saying Mario's have been doing that at the ledge in Smash 4 for 4 years, and I am sick of it. You are out of here.
Yeah, pretty much. That was at as much of a GTFO as you're going to see in Smash Ultimate, and
that man watched his Redeemer Z VODs. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong about that. There was definitely some sass to that. It had some sauce. Holy smokes. I mean, I'm talking like Texas style. That had some spice, a little bit of jalapeno. Mm-hmm. Either way, game number 5, we're turning up the heat, and we are going to Town and City, which, I mean, a very different stage from Smash 4.
Exactly. I was about to make that same point. Like, we really have to rethink how we, like, we have to rethink, like, how we consider this stage, because it's gone from being, like, really, like, the octagon of Smash 4, like, there's nowhere to run, the blast zones are so small, there are platforms, like, you're gonna die quickly, to now, this is one of the biggest, this stage has one of the biggest sets of blast zones in the entire game.
I'm pretty sure it's the biggest one legally, am I right?
Right. I mean, there are some borderline stages, like, elsewhere, I think, like, WarioWare might have a higher ceiling, and other stages might have higher side blast zones, but all in all, this is the big boy stage of Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things to be considered, considering the nature of the platforms. And
oh, wow. Nice handoff there.
Now, obviously, with the added width, considering that the platforms are static.
Yeah.
Or at least as static as they can be with Town and City.
Right.
It just adds a little bit more width, maybe a few more places to not camp, but definitely deliberate your strategy.
Yeah, exactly, and breathe. And Corona and Luck are doing a really good job holding on to these first stocks. Like, you get 102% on your opponent's second stock. That's amazing. that is A+ extra credit. And a full stock too.
Yeah, no, this is 3 whole stocks. They have not lost one yet. We are almost 2 minutes into this matchup. There is such a thing as a commentator's curse, so we're going to hold off on that.
I knocked on wood. I'm hoping the desk or table's made of wood.
Apparently not. So because we just saw that Ike did lose that stock.
But we're seeing like the trade for the blue team of Corona and Luck. They basically traded Snake's projectiles for more swords, and this trade has worked out really, really well for them so far. All they need to do is just not make any unforced errors, and they should have this set in the bag.
I mean, certainly something to think about, but at the same time,
that was almost a really good handoff into the forward air from Mario.
Beast and Juice are very good at opening up their opponents. They can solve pretty much any puzzle that's put in their way.
That's right.
But
they've been teaming together for a long time. But they have really good synergy, and that's one stock off the board. If Beast and Juice can maintain stage control here, they can make a lot happen.
That's a big if, though, and of course, that Corin sitting at 147% now.
Wow.
And going off of the stage.
Oh, that was really rough. Juice was knocked so far away, and there was really nothing Mario could do. It was like a mini double team. There was really nothing Mario could do in that situation. Wow!
Ooh,
was that a pivot cancel?
I think it was into the forward smash.
That looked incredibly slidey.
That was clean.
Yes,
is what
no
that
kidding.
Was, quite frankly, and that was Beast showing his spike.
Oh my!
Does he get it? No, he does not.
But he gets. This is even.
He catches him with his forward smash.
He got exactly what he wanted.
All of a sudden, the door's been swung wide open. Will Beast crash the party, and will they storm their way into grand finals off of a bit of misfortune on the part of Corona and Luck?
But Corona's this Ike is looking really clean right now. Every hit is so valuable on a Mario.
And
we're gonna need to really see some heroics here for Beast to make the most of this fortunate thing for him that just happened.
Gets the spike into the stage.
He just went out and swung with another forward smash.
Yeah, but the back punish that landing does Beast.
That is a practiced up smash.
Oh, forward throw.
Corona's got to be really careful what he does here.
And now, he's waiting for that landing. Is Beast. Corona.
He's looking for the back air.
Discretion being the better part of valor here.
He upsets
Beast
and Juice. My.
Somehow, Beast and Juice never say die. They find their way into grand finals, and it was made awfully close, but somehow Beast and Juice survive.
In the words of his hat, anything is possible.
You're not wrong.
Anything is possible.
I mean, you're
talking. If you just believe.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know what that was. The heart of the cards, whatever.
Yeah, that was some heroics.
Yeah, it really was. It was some crazy. Stuff happening, and yeah, there was definitely something. There was definitely Henny written on Beast's hat.
Yeah.
But let's be real, they got jacked up. And those last two stocks, Luck and Corona, and it's a shame that happened because they were playing so well up until then.
and the counter pick to Ike was it was really the story of the last 3 games. And the story was up until the very last chapter, that story was the Ike counter pick is working, it's working. Oh my god, he just forward smashed his own teammate.
Yeah, no, and that was a wrestling-esque comeback that we saw from Beast after that the heroics that we saw from Juice, who was hanging on to all of those stocks, really only lost 2 stocks, and that was Beast on his borrowed stock having to take care of business for his team, and you would have thought that maybe you let that Corin handle it because of that disjoint that it can throw out.
Yeah.
But Beast proving that, frankly, who needs a sword when you can catch these hands?
I think in the situation they were in, they wanted 2 characters on the screen.
Yeah.
Better for it's really a question when your teammates at 160, do you take the stock or not? Because if you take the stock and they die, then you're betting really hard on yourself. The entire team is betting really hard on you. But whatever your teammate can make of that 160% stock is It's so much better than just like waiting and letting them get 2v1 for even longer.
Well, I mean, we are at the Valley Forge Casino and Resort, so you definitely got to lay your chips on the table, but regardless